All right, so today we coming to you with another episode of Auto Glass Tech Talk, and we taking it across the pond and going to the UK. So we got the homie Paul on the line. So what's good, man?
How we doing? I'm all good.
How's it going, man? Thanks for being on. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your shop and your work situation and everything you got going on over there, and then we'll just hit you with some questions.
Okay, well, I've been fitting glass now, auto glass as you'd call it, for about 17 years. And then it's about 6 years ago, I just decided just get out of the rat race with all the other boys, doing it for the big companies, and start myself and give it a go, see what works out. The pay over here is pretty bad as a monthly basis, so I thought, well, I can't do no worse than what I'm getting from the big boys. I thought I'll go on my own and just see if we can make a go of it. And 6 years later, and here we are, and we're doing it really well.
Nice. So did you work for Belron?
No, I worked for a couple of local companies, which is about sort of 7, 8, 9 vans. I've done sort of 3 years of one, 5 of another, kept changing, just getting pushed about really, and they don't really appreciate you. So I was just deciding, there's a space there. I can do this on my own and get appreciated for the work you do and get the money you actually deserve.
Okay.
True. So do you do besides auto glass, you do tint also, right? You do residential glass?
Yeah, that was like a bit of a sideline really, just see if just pay the bills a bit better, do a bit of vehicle tinting, residential tinting, as you say, conservatory roofs, like glass roofs for houses. It's good, it's hard work, and the money's. I've been changing the business over the last few years. Let's say like my windscreen side of things now, I'm nowhere near as busy as I used to be. I obviously used to fit like 5, 6 glasses a day. I've switched it all about now. Really, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm in a body shop, taking quarter glasses out, windscreens out, rear screens, saving everything. I've found my profit in that a lot more. The turnover's not as big, but the profit's better. And you're like, well, that's what we're after, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. Every job, you know exactly what you're making on every car. It's not like, there's no, oh crap, this happened or nothing. It's just, solid. Take the quarter out, put it back in, pay me this much.
That's it. Yeah, and so they're like, it's so cutthroat. I find it so many like a little sort of city here, and it's so cutthroat. Like for a windscreen over here, the boys are making anywhere between 50. You're lucky if you get £70 per windscreen on top of your glass. And you're like, well, is it really worth it? And then they're all fighting. Well, someone else would do it for £10 cheaper, and then you're not getting the job. And you look at your profits, and you're making £40. Is it worth it? Yeah. It's not for carrying a £100 piece of glass in your van and spending an hour doing it.
Whoa.
Right. Oh,
okay.
What's the conversion?
Okay, so 70 pounds is 70 pounds sterling. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Converts to $93 in US. So they're only making like American wise like under $100 on a job profit.
That's crazy.
Yep. Wow.
And then the competition draw the $93 even lower.
Yeah.
Not the like the Safe Light boys, not them. I mean, they're obviously 9 times out of 10 the Safe Light boys, as like the Bell one, auto glass as it's called over here. They're billing it to the insurance companies, so they're getting whatever they want really, putting on £200-300 per job. But for the independents like us, it's hard to go through the insurance companies and fight with them. It's not as easy. So yeah, we're just doing the Joe public that want to pay for the screen themselves and don't go through the insurance companies. So say like if I get a phone call, then they're going, oh yeah, how much can you do it for? You go, oh, I've got this other company that'll do it for £10 less. And you're like, well, I'm cutting a profit every time, and it's just getting tighter and tighter. And this is where I thought, no, I can't do this. This is my prices now. This is what I want to earn. If you want to pay my prices and choose me, then choose me and do it that way.
Yeah,
definitely.
Of course.
Is it by yourself? Are you by yourself? Or you have another tech or what?
No, I did have another tech. Good friend of mine, Steve, actually. Yeah, I had him for about a year, which worked out. I thought it was going really well. Then the work slowed up. We were both going home sort of 3 o'clock, which is nice. But while you're paying him a good wage, 2 vans on the road, it got real tricky with the money side of it. Started looking out, which we're not earning what we should be earning, with the unit as well for the tinting, keeping the shop open, etc. And I was like, well, he actually come to me. I'm not going to lie. He actually said to me, Paul, I don't think you're going to be. You can't afford to pay me as well as yourself and everything else. And he said, look, I think I need to step away from it and let you go on your own. And to be honest, that was like over a year ago now. And since then, I've had some good profits, in all fairness.
No, that's cool.
That's cool. You know,
Yeah,
we
got a saying over here. It's called stay small and you keep it all. So it's a good mantra to live by.
Yeah, it's 100%. I mean, I've now really looked at that. And I've spoke to a lot of people who want to get bigger with all different trades, not just windscreens and it's like builders and everything like that. I'm like, well, actually, look at what you're earning now. You got 7, 8 boys, you got 8 vans on the road, etc. This and everything. Where's your profit? Your profit nowhere near was as good as what it used to be when you was on your own. You're like, well, that's what you're doing it for. And I found, you're working, you're doing so much rushing around trying to juggle everything, and you look at what you're getting out at the end of the week. You're like, it's not really worth it. Was now back on myself. I feel good, and over the last sort of year, I've done really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome to be able to keep looking at things to figure out what's working, what's not working, and analyze and try to stay ahead of the game instead of, it's always best to be proactive instead of being on the defense.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like Corey says, you know better, you do better.
Yeah, you know better, you do better, man.
Don't be scared to change your business. I mean, let's say, like, obviously, Jeff said about the tinting side. So we put the tinting side, and that's still there in the background. That's my Saturday job, in fairness. Like, we get tints in on Saturdays, and that's still there. That pays for the unit to have a shop sitting there. So if we need a car to come in the winter time when it's raining, we can get a car in the shop. So it's not an issue. So that's still there, and I've changed. That's still there, but that can change to that. And so now push it from the windshields more then to the body shop side. And I say I'm doing average now 15, 20 quarter glasses a day out and ins.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. And that's what I say, that's now I see with that, like the quarter glasses and the body shop work, you're getting paid. It's literally your profit is your working, isn't it? You haven't got to pay out for your glass. I turn up to one body shop and they go, right, we now got 6 windows, to come out over here, 4 to go back in. And then off to do them, off to the next shop, and it just keeps going around like that.
That's killer, dude.
I got a question for you. What kind of vehicles are typically in areas you're at, brand wise? I mean, I know you guys. I seen you said, I think it's the Peugeot that's kind of got the giant windshield on it. And what other kind of guys work on a daily over there?
Them Peugeots are crap. Crap. But then saying that, actually, Fords, I mean, my most common window I take out is a Ford Fiesta. I don't think you've got a Fiesta over there. I mean, Fiesta's like really small. It's a tiny little car.
We have it here.
That's it? Okay.
It's like the bottom of the barrel Ford, like you couldn't afford the Focus, so you got the Fiesta.
So the Fiestas, that's my most common, and I'm taking so many of them out a day. But I'm now finding with a lot of Fords in the UK, their bond lines are getting really thick, like ridiculously thick. They were all okay years ago, now they're getting worse and worse. And like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they got like this 2-inch joint.
I think the guys who used to run the Ford plants in America decided they were going over to you guys, because that used to be us back in the day. It was the fat bead smashed to the metal, tight as all hell. You got to chip the windshield out.
I don't know what's happening.
So, Joe, on your body shops, I saw a picture of you. I believe you were taking a quarter out of Ferrari. Was that right? A red car? Was that?
Yeah, that was. I was a 360 coming in for a full repaint and stripes. I was really dubious with that one, as I am with all of them. When they come, they go, "I've got a Maserati, Lambo, this, that, and the other." I'll be like, okay. So pulled out the old Ram Jammers on the quarters, and honestly, I've never seen glue so thick. They've been done before. Someone's had them out before.
Oh, geez.
And honestly, I'm talking the glue was probably, there's like 3 beads down the front edge.
Wow.
Oh.
And I was like, I felt sick. One of them, one quarter, which was the offside quarter here, took that one out. It took me about an hour and a half to get it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the other quarter, 3 minutes, if that, it fell out.
Inconsistency.
I had to remove the screen. They called me back, so we're going to leave the screen in it, and they're like, "Oh, we really need the screen out because the trim's all end cap with it's part of the car or part of the glass." And they said, "Oh, we really need the screen out." And I'm like, "Oh, it's a laminate screen, obviously. It's got an aerials, this and the other, and it's been bonded in before." And it was oozed on the outside of the flap of the trim. You can see it all oozed onto the edge, and I was like, "Someone's cleaned up after they've put it in, and the trim's all stuck down." But that took me I done it in about, I think it was a half hour, 40-minute screen out saved.
Well, what did you use to do that?
I used fiber line and just a ratchet tool, which is a mono block. We call it the mono over here. So a company. Yeah.
I know the mono. It's kind of like the design kind of like locks in and then pops out, and you can ratchet it, right? And it like locks in.
Yeah. But then we see
it's got one spool.
Yeah, I know. That's that one we were looking at, isn't it?
Yeah, we were looking at the mono. Yeah, that's the one we were looking at before the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, from Germany, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from. It's a company over here. Obviously, they obviously import it. I believe they actually wanted the Proset, but they lost to me.
Oh, that's right, You're Mr. Proset over there. What's that like?
Proset.
That's good. That's Proset or no set. That's hard to. I don't know. It's hard to sell. I don't really push it as hard as I wanted to, and as much as I'd like, just because of busy work. It's just a little sideline, and as Chris was happy enough to choose me, and they said, "Oh yeah, you could sell them in the UK for us," which is good. I mean, I don't know how many I've sold. I've probably sold 10 or 15, but I've had few go to, I think 2 go to Dubai, 3 or 4 to France, Ireland, about 4. And the reason for me doing it, I mean, everyone thinks, "Oh, it's another money earner for you." So it wasn't really like that. It's like, I actually just wanted the process. I saw the videos. I think it was you, Waka, said, "Oh, yeah, you're sharing these videos out to start with." And I was like, "God, I need one of these." I couldn't get on with the little buddy. I fought with a little buddy for about 2 years. And in the end, that was just a box in my van. So I was like, "I need one of these Prosets. Let's see if we can get one." And it was just like, well, they said no one's selling them in the UK for us. And I was like, I just want to buy one. Just let me buy one off you in America. And it took about 6 months, and they said, "Well, you can sell them for us, if you don't want to make that much profit on them," which I didn't. I just wanted to get the product in. The product looked really good. So I was like, if we can get it into the UK, if I can sell it to other fitters in the UK, so they haven't got to wait, they haven't got to do the import tax, the VAT. We have VAT in the UK, which is 20% of anything we sell, which is a nightmare. And obviously, just actually getting it shipped over here, not knowing how long it's going to be, the problems with that. I just thought, well, if I can buy maybe.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah. You what? Sorry.
I said just shipping over shirts to you guys was a pain in the ass. So
I show you how much I paid for them. It was crazy imports.
Yeah, shipping internationally, it's a pain doing that, and then all the taxes, and people don't always get that. Like it's extra shipping duties and all that shit.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's what I wanted to have like in the UK. So if we say, right, you can come to me, you can buy a Proset off me. This is what you pay. You've had your import paid. You've got your VAT on it, so you can claim your VAT back. I've paid all the VAT on all of them. And what a lot of fitters didn't realise until the other day, because we had a load of issues with we had 8 just come over, and they got lost for 3 months. But yeah, we had a load of issues with people saying, "Oh, what? Can you get them? Can you get them?" I'm like, honestly, as soon as I've got them, I'm going to let you know, because I've paid 8. People didn't realise I've paid 8 for all these tools, the Prosets and the Ramajammers. I paid the lump sum, and I think I paid out nearly 10 grand on my own money to buy all these tools in here to have it stocked in the UK for everyone. And for what I earn on it is a small part. I say my windscreens is the saying. I'm just trying to help the boys in the UK see and have available tools if they need them.
That's what's up, man. They try to help others. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people think people in the auto glass industry, haters, don't want to see other people succeed. But kudos to you for bringing it in and helping others. Versus like just being a hater. Because a lot of people that hate on you wouldn't want to help you at all. You know what I mean? But
no, that's it. That's the same with like WAC with the shirts and everything. I mean, no one's trying to earn money. Don't get me wrong. You got to earn a pound on it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's costing you time, so yeah, you got to be paid for your time. I totally understand that, but everyone thinks, "Oh, he's making all these shirts and selling these shirts to line his pockets." That's not the case. That's not the case at all.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. You said you're in the UK. UK is a group of countries. What country exactly? Where are you exactly?
Oh, right, yeah. You got the yeah, it's different like counties and everything. I'm as you'd call it, states. So I'm as far east as you can go in the UK. It's I'm in a little town or a little city called Norwich, which is Norfolk. And we're as far east. There's like a lump on the UK. If you ever see the map of the UK, there's like a lump, a bulbous lump on the right hand side. That's me. I am the bulbous lump.
So how far are you from London?
About 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Okay.
Depends if we're going by bike or by car.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Speaking of bikes, what's going on with your bike situation?
It's not really happened a lot this year. It hasn't happened since I've been self-employed. I've had a lot of polishing to do, really, because they just sat there and got dusty. I don't get a lot of time as much as I'd like to have. Everyone said, go self-employed, you get loads of time, you can choose to work, choose not to work. I wish that was the case. I have to work every day.
Yeah, less time than you had before.
You got to work.
Yeah. So when you're not working, what you doing for fun?
At the moment, it's a little bit of gaming, Xbox, really, just a bit of Call of Duty.
Okay.
Just get some frustration out that way. But yeah, I mean, it's in the summer months. Yeah, I think I got 3-4 motorbikes sitting in my garage. So we pull a bike out, have a razz around in the morning, try not to die, put it away again.
Yeah.
I also got a classic Toyota MR2 Mark 1, an AW11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Okay. And that's Jap import supercharged.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
So with your gaming, did you get the new Xbox already, or is it for sale in the UK yet?
No, they're on sale. They sold out straight away, and now not available. The PlayStation landed yesterday, I think it was, and yeah, they're sold out straight away. And it's £500 in the UK or £450 in the UK, and I'm like, I'm doing a house renovation at the moment. That's taking all my money.
Yeah.
What all right. Speaking of Xbox, have any of you seen some of the videos of these new Xboxes?
Yeah, they both look good.
What, the smoking?
Yes. Oh my God. I keep seeing tons of them, just little smoke, and then other ones that are just like blowing smoke. They don't turn on. They keep turning off on themselves. I'm an Xbox guy. I like the Xbox, but I don't know if I'm going to get this one until they got the little...
I hadn't even seen them videos. I seen that they've been selling like crazy, but I hadn't seen them. I saw they had like a new Call of Duty came out, but that's all I really saw.
Oh, yeah, they got smoking issues.
So, a lot of people vaping apparently.
Are you guys Forza fans? You guys like playing Forza? The racing game?
Yeah.
You know how they added how they got the Hoonigans added into Forza, and you can get the Hoonicorn and the latest version of it. Well, now they did a video I just saw yesterday. I don't know how old it is. I may be behind it. I don't know, but they did a real life Hoonicorn versus the world in drag racing, and they had a McLaren out there. They had a a full-on jet car, everything. I just watched the first part of it. He gapped the McLaren by like 6 cars.
Nice.
Dude,
that car's so fast.
It's insanely fast.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Paul, so this week coming up out here is Thanksgiving, right? So we got like a lot of food traditions on like what people eat special meals for Thanksgiving when family get together. So what's one of your favorite meals, or what's the favorite food tradition you and your family have?
Well, around Christmas, Thanksgiving, it's got to be a turkey.
Turkey, okay.
Which is like big old roast. Sprouts, nobody likes sprouts, but you have to have sprouts on your plate. It's just
like Brussels sprouts?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, just to push about and feed to the cats and dogs or whatever's on the floor.
Yeah.
But it's just
so when y'all do turkey, do y'all do like smoked turkeys and like Cajun turkeys and shit like that, or y'all do just regular traditional turkey?
No, just a regular turkey. No turkey or anything like that. Not Jeff style.
You never deep fried a turkey?
What was that, Jeff?
You ever deep fry a turkey?
No, you need some deep fry to put a turkey in. Turkey's huge. What sort of deep fry have you got?
Yeah, you got a YouTube that said YouTube like a deep fried turkey. Like they really good.
Oh man, you take the whole
thing and dip it down.
I'll be doing one next week. I'll make sure and post a video for you.
Yeah. Now when you eat like a smoked turkey or a deep fried turkey, like turkey ain't the same anymore.
Yeah, turkey's different that way.
We have to see if the wife can switch it up then for Christmas.
Yeah, no, they good. You'll like it if you like turkey and you get a deep fried. Like deep fried is good, and especially when they inject it with all the seasoning and shit. Like it's good.
Oh yeah.
So I follow Simon, who lives in London, on social media, and he's always posting pictures of these beef bagel things, like a salted beef in a bagel or a bun or something.
Okay.
What kind of like traditional foods do you guys have over there that we not have over here? I mean, everybody's heard of like bangers and mash and shepherd's pie and things like that. I'm like, what do you like that's traditional to your area?
It's probably just fish and chips. I think that's about. Just love fish and chips.
Okay. You gotta put malt vinegar on it.
Loads of vinegar, make it smell.
Holy cow!
Vinegar.
All right. And they do what? Is yours like fried fish? Is it like cod or what?
Yeah, cod. Yeah,
Okay.
is my one. Obviously, because we're quite small, obviously, so we got a lot of sea around us. And yeah, we get a lot of fresh fish, but especially where I live. I say, like, to the coast for me is 20 minutes, half an hour.
Okay.
And we got straight on our coast town. Yeah, so we get a lot of fresh fish here, which is quite good.
That's what's up. Cool.
So, like, what else do you do besides your for fun? You have your bike, you have your race car. You guys play sports, play football, as you guys call it, or what do you do?
I don't like football. I think they're a bunch of girls, but I watch a lot of MotoGP motorbike racing.
Okay.
Which I was watching this morning, which is good. Yeah, just it's track days on the bike. Pull a bike out, go to the track, do a day on the bike, and say every time I come home. And my wife does love to turn around to me and go, "Don't fall off, because you got to work tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. For that. Don't worry about anything else. Just don't break your arm, because you got to earn the money to pay the bills.
There you go. Be safe. Make it.
Yeah. No, you ain't catching me on two. Nope, that ain't my thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's the only way to go. If you're going to go fast, just, get out of them cars, get out of them four-wheel drives, and just get into two wheels.
So here we go. So you watch racing and stuff like that, and into that. In the UK, is NASCAR big, or do you watch any NASCAR?
No, I don't really see a lot. I've been to the Indy 500. I've walked on the bricks there.
The bricks, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You got to kiss the bricks and drink some milk.
That's where our Auto Glass Week was, last year. And
really?
Yeah.
Indiana, yeah. When me and Joe were out there, we made a mission to go to the racetrack, and we didn't get to walk in the bricks, but just being there and seeing everything, a little museum, dude, that's some history. Just, man, the bricks alone.
Yeah. I love it. I love the tunnel to get underneath it into the track.
We rode our skateboards there. We were riding around town, rode our skateboards, and we rode down it. And then when we were leaving, we rode back out it. Oh man, that's such a cool
We were supposed to get our bus. We had double decker. You know the red double decker London buses?
Right.
Yeah.
We shipped it over, and we were supposed to go on the Indy 500 track, but it wouldn't fit underneath the bridge. It's too low. So we done coast to coast. So we drove from we went from New York all the way to California in a double decker.
Oh, that's cool. That had to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
How long did it take?
Longer than it should have done, because the customs in New Jersey wouldn't release the coach or the bus without a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we was over there probably, must have been about 6 weeks, I think it was, 4-5 weeks, something like that. It was a long time, back in probably 2007.
Okay.
Wow. Man, good old America extortion.
Yeah, we're gonna bust your head on those duties when you send something over here.
Yeah.
Someone over there thought we're millionaires. They're like, "How can you afford to do this?" There's like 7 lads, and we just bought this bus over. And like, "How can you afford to do this?" And we're like, "I don't know. We're just going for it." It was right until we got to, I think our first bridge we hit was in the Indianapolis we went state to state news, and we collided with a bridge. It wouldn't fit underneath. And then the police had to shut the bridge down, and we had some police come with us and turn us around. Then we had helicopters recording it. And then when we stopped stopped in the RV parks. We used to park in the RV parks overnight because it was cheap. We stopped in there, and honestly, this bloke come over to us, and I was having a big go at us. And oh my god, we were supposed to be in this state, and you've stopped us. We couldn't get through. Like we had the Indianapolis interstate was all shut, and I was like, sorry, we didn't mean to hit the bridge.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
That's crazy. I was just.
Yeah, that's gonna be on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah,
I was about to look it up right now. Just watching a video of course, this is a Florida guy, right? And or no, he's from Indiana, went to Florida. Funny. And he's got like this big old like giant monster truck, like it's a Silverado with giant wheels. So they did like a dually in the rear, and then they made a dually in the front. But the tires were so big and so much air that it could float. And he drove it in the water, was driving around in the water and everything. But he went under a little bridge, and the police told him that if you even tap the bridge from there, that they have to go and do x-rays just to make sure that there's nothing, no damage, nothing wrong with it, nothing. I can imagine that being like a big whole like fiasco, whole thing just from.
Yeah. I remember the first 2 police officers that turned up when we were there. We got some pictures of it. The first one's like, oh, can we take some pictures? And they're like, come around doing pictures. Till all the police turned up, and they're like, oh, we need to get stuff done. We can't now just take pictures anymore. And they had to give us like an escort all the way back the long way down the interstate. It was quite good. Until then, we knew that our bus was too big or taller than your trucks. And then we realised every bridge we'd have to slow down and just check the height and everything, which became a problem because we were running behind and it was driving at night times, and that weren't nice.
That could be a nightmare.
We got to Vegas, and that was the main thing.
There you go. Nothing like Vegas on the strip.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, imagine driving that double decker down the strip. Holy shit! Talk about attraction.
Yeah, that was. We actually didn't get on the strip. We didn't actually go down the strip. We took it right straight to a hotel and parked up in the hotel, and then that was it. And then we sold it to a company in California. They bought the double decker off us, which I believe I see it probably a couple of years ago being used in film sets and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
That's a story. Gee, holy hell.
Yeah.
Well,
it's pretty cool.
Well, cool, Paul. Well, we'll be mindful of your time, man, and we know it's late night for you, so we appreciate you for coming on, drop some knowledge, and let us know what it's like doing windscreens over in the UK, man. So we appreciate you.
Yeah. So how many screens are you roughly doing a day, you boys over there?
5 to 6. That's
me. I'm like maybe on a weekday, maybe 2 or 3 plus body shop stuff. But
yeah, right now it's
I'm real tiny. I'm super tiny.
Yeah, it's just me and Joe. So normally it's like Joe will get like 3 or 4, and I'll do like 1 or 2. And then
I'm dealing with insurance companies, so my return's a little bit higher.
Yeah,
so I'm making a lot of money.
Because what's the difference between your insurance company profits and then obviously your profits if it's Joe Public? Is it a lot different then?
I think it varies. Huge.
Bigger.
I mean, it depends though. It really depends because there's plenty of cars and door glasses and even windshields on a lot of domestic vehicles that we get crap pay on. Like you make like $150, maybe $200 on the job with insurance, where you make the same on a cash job. I mean, it's different.
Money quick.
Yeah, then it's gonna vary what state you in and what city, because some people on cash jobs they just gonna keep lowering the price. And so you're not really making much.
It just makes it so countries that have to use insurance.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But all right, nice talking to you, Paul. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks, man.
It's good to actually chat to you boys. So we're good.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man, and everybody take care and enjoy your night.
Yeah, we'll stay safe out there, okay?
All right, same to you, brother.